experience a surge of calmness and confidence. When I say the words quietness of spirit, I relax, regain control, and experience a surge of calmness and confidence. When I say the words quietness of spirit, I relax, regain control, and experience a surge of calmness and confidence. When I say the words quietness of spirit, I relax, regain control, and experience a surge of calmness and confidence. When I say the words quietness of spirit, I relax, regain control, and experience a surge of calmness and confidence. When I say the words quietness of spirit, I relax, regain control, and experience a surge of calmness and confidence. When I say the words quietness of spirit, I relax, regain control, and experience a surge of calmness and confidence. When I say the words quietness of spirit, I relax, regain control, and experience a surge of calmness and confidence. When I say the words quietness of spirit, I relax, regain control, and experience a surge of calmness and confidence. When I say the words quietness of spirit, I relax, regain control, and experience a surge of calmness and confidence. A quietness of spirit now permeates your body and mind. You release all tension created by stored up energy within your nervous system. All nervous energy is released to flow freely through your body and mind to be used in constructive ways. You feel calm, relaxed, and at peace with yourself, the world, and everyone in it. You have the courage and confidence to do what you need to do to resolve your problems. You can resolve your concerns and conflicts with minimal effort. You accept the things you cannot change, and you change the things you can. You accept who you are. You always do your best, which is all anyone can ask. Every day, in every way, you become more peaceful and harmonious. Negativity flows through you without affecting you. As a result of this programming, you develop a new, mellow, and confident self-image. Quietness of spirit are your key trigger words for post-hypnotic conditioned response. And these suggestions have been communicated to every level of your body and mind, and they've been accepted on every level of your body and mind. A quietness of spirit now permeates my body and mind, and my stored up energy is released to flow freely through my system. A quietness of spirit now permeates my body and mind, and my stored up energy is released to flow freely through my system. A quietness of spirit now permeates my body and mind, and my stored up energy is released to flow freely through my system. A quietness of spirit now permeates my body and mind, and my stored up energy is released to flow freely through my system. A quietness of spirit now permeates my body and mind, and my stored up energy is released to flow freely through my system. A quietness of spirit now permeates my body and mind, and my stored up energy is released freely through my system. permeates my body and mind, and my stored up energy is released to flow freely through my system. A quietness of spirit now permeates my body and mind, and my stored up energy is released to flow freely through my system. A quietness of spirit now permeates my body and mind, and my stored up energy is released to flow freely through my system. A quietness of spirit now permeates my body and mind, and my stored up energy is released to flow freely through my system. And you sleep peacefully through the night and awaken in peace with yourself, the world, and everyone in it. And you'll awaken feeling glad to be alive, refreshed, thinking and acting with calm self-assurance, and inspired to begin a new day. And you accept these suggestions as you go.
A 49-year-old unidentified man went berserk last night, opening fire with a 12-gauge shotgun in a crowded downtown restaurant. 14 people are dead, including 3 children. 4 others suffered serious injuries.
That's it. Shut the world off. Now, close your eyes and relax. A little music, you ask? Well, of course. Welcome to Instant Stress Relief, another in a series of mind-body healing tapes from Prevention Magazine. The word instant, by the way, means just that, because during this tape, you'll learn how to fight some of the most common forms of stress in an instant, using simple techniques created exclusively for this cassette. You'll learn to use humor and music as weapons against stress. You'll learn about the effects of diet on stress, how to dress for less stress, and helpful hints about how to deal with some of the more common forms of stress. Money, for example. Then, on side 2 of this tape, you will learn a powerful relaxation technique that will drain stress and tension from your body. You'll learn a visualization that will send you on a mini vacation that will refresh you and fill you with energy. You'll want to repeat these exercises again and again. And finally, you'll be presented with an exercise that helps to take the conflict and strain out of your personal relationships. This, too, should be repeated often. But first, you'll learn how freeing yourself of stress is often related to food. To prove the point, let's go to an imaginary restaurant with an unusual theme.
Good evening. Welcome to Serene Cuisine. Table for 2?
Now, as you can see, this is no crowded lunch counter. The idea here is to dine as stress-free as possible, amid the sound of classical music and the scent of fresh flowers, candlelight, and a fireplace. Let's sit where we can enjoy it.
Will this be satisfactory, sir?
Fine, thank you. Well, the table is roomy enough, the chairs nicely cushioned, lots of privacy.
Your waiter will be with you shortly.
Thank you. Well, so far everything, including the staff, has been just fine. So what's missing? Why, the food, of course. Now, what would a stress-free restaurant have on the menu? Here's our waiter.
Good evening, my name's Paul. Would you like to hear what our specials are tonight?
Indeed we would, Paul. Go right ahead.
Well, our specials are linguine with shrimp sauce. We also have a nice rice pilaf dish with carrots and scallions, and some delicious cooked noodles with crab, shrimp, and oysters.
Not bad. But what does linguine or rice have to do with cutting stress? The answer is plenty. Because the foods you just heard are rich in carbohydrates, which contain certain chemicals that calm the brain. Dr. Judith Wertman, a research scientist at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, says that a diet high in carbohydrates can calm you down. And why? In an agitated state, research shows The brain quickly uses up its supply of various chemicals that control feelings of well-being. One of the most powerful of these agents that the brain quickly consumes is serotonin. When carbohydrates are eaten, however, the brain's supply of serotonin is refilled, thus easing any negative feelings. Anger, for example.
Look, I'm sorry I blew up. Forgive me, okay?
Frustration.
Oh well, it's too nice a day to drive anyway.
Worry.
Oh, for Pete's sake. What am I so worried about? Things will work out.
Confusion.
Oh, what did I do with that report?
The effect is most felt, however, during episodic or short-term stress, the kind we feel when losing an important item, or...
Look, Phil, I gave the job to somebody else.
You're gonna have to replace the whole darn thing, all right? Afraid that'll be a little extra.
Sorry, pal. I don't think you're gonna make your plane.
Easy. Be careful now. That's my best crystal.
In other words, the right food can help counter minor or short-term stress. What it can't do, of course, is change the reasons for chronic worry. Anguish due to illness, unemployment, marital problems can be eased, but not cured by a bit of pasta. What happens, though, when the exact cause of the stress is unknown, when a mysterious dread or anxiety sets in? Can food help? Many experts think that it can, when combined with action.
It started to hit me on my way to work in the morning. You know, the same old routine, day after day. Oh, sure, I had a good job and all. Big house, nice family. Well, I don't know. I just started to feel panicky all of a